mean, I've had so many memorable studio moments with Souls of Mischief. In making the album There's Only Now with Souls of Mischief, we had some very, very special moments. The moment that touched me the most was when Snoop D-O-double-G came to the studio. The reason why it touched me so much is because you think about 93. That's when Snoop's inaugural album came out. That's when Souls of Mischief's inaugural album came out. And I remember at that time, I mean, I was just playing Souls every day, playing Snoop every day. I mean, I knew all the words on both those albums. But what's crazy, even though they admired each other a lot, they never spent time with each other. They only met one time at a radio station before that, but that's it. And me getting Snoop to come to the studio, I realized at that moment that I was actually the person to actually, first of all, get them all on one song, but to actually get them in a room to powwow and just talk. So when we came to the studio, Snoop's talking about like, yo, I play 9-3 till infinity everywhere, bro. And they're like, what? It's like, yo, we love you. It was just like a love fest. And I'm sitting back looking at these dudes. I'm like, humbly speaking, I'm like, am I responsible for bringing these dudes together after 20 years? You know what I'm saying? And it was a moment. And then watching Snoop write, and then the Souls write with it. I mean, it was special, dude. He knocked out like a straight pro. And you know, they're all smoking together, you know what I'm saying? And it's funny because when Snoop walked out of the studio to smoke, me open fest is like giddy, like, oh my God, we just had Snoop, you know what I'm saying? Like doing his thing. And it was just a moment to see these golden era artists coming together for the first time because we all chose to do an album together, and I had a contact with Snoop because I was already working with Snoop, and I said, yo, could you come down to the studio to make this special song happen? And that was actually the title track for the album, There's Only Now.
Winning on him, niggas was jumping from tables, from dresses onto his back, doing wrestling moves on him.
So our saxophone player got fired by Mr. Brown. He couldn't play on the song, so he was just standing there like, okay, I guess I won't play. So at that time, like, me and Raphael was just like, oh God, is he gonna tell us not to play?
And those new obstacles that I'm more concerned about are minority competition. Less about being oppressed by the majority and more about minorities having conflict within themselves.
We've been just recording and filming our journey because I was always just a filmaholic. I was always just film, which now I'm glad I've been doing it because we have hundreds of tapes.